na yebeto aso enso okay yebeto aso se bibia aboko alaja shaidi media ne bawe ya
no tarax in comodium
so
yes
oh okay
yes but
right.
I will
okay ayo mate
you be fine
oh
yes
all right ye mompae
yes
alaji shaidi ndi we pa o ba trans you now the local source no
aba
agu hama intentem why okay Kwame Mickey aka Agrada aka Jankuto
David
I don't pay the open
Jankuto na ko
all right and when nima say tree no obi a odi nkuto atozo na when nima tree no nkuto mi ba na ke tire mi na ade kwa ndi o se fro nkuto no ye fan ko tire o kem story I don't pay pa but hey nipa be ko no abro okay alhaji asha baba
Sergio
abedru so da fe se boko de
nyame adum alhamdulillah
de yakobasi
nyame tie pa
all right
Sergio has for ntie ni ye owura Frederick Mowe has you or the actual supporters in from NCC from chapter to every supporter say board I almost from the will be my project management so I almost from the it's time say supporters no ebe really behind the contractor modumedie no bibia kosomwa bia support bia no ye nyina my project no enye ka be owura Frederick Mowe na Juda was say no Friday ena omuwie na nanom bayiwie no ena omuhia contractor na contractor na mu efe no Mr. Kofi Ajeyi
contractor be
contractor ai the company ne friend KA Estate contractor ni din do be my local contractor no friend
Kofi Ajeyi
yes
construction firm
dina e da company no so KA Estate
okay
contractor na mu na ni din de Kofi Ajeyi
okay any even TVC
sa pepe
contractor na dey o ipa ejina ho dey one committee okay you but I'm heading our can be one
nti hase and am penifo no bo ho pa yiwie no handover e de ma contractor and say Friday no ye na nan ma wie contractor ye handing contractor na the amount from now onwards ye wajuma nti wo manim ho na akora no wo manim ho na akora start market ba bi
no no one page snap me ni
say omo ya mamre
okay you okay yankwe
yo nti omo penifo na nim wa no and we start to say we susu asase no na we say pasaka chom say 3 months 90 days and we dey be on no part 90 days and we dey be in the part no be say ya juma 24 hours we jina so no pa wi anyumre 24 hours a day say be obitima meet 3 months deadline no aso we dey to house for empenifo no anim no no
okay
be jina so ya juma na minu kese kura no Turkey company no principals for woman so atima send woman krata bi so de abre no say so o ye project na woman so yi ni wo hwe ti woman so de nkrata no de abre contractor no ti na je say ento se nyame adom so memiensa no bi nyame adom ma na ebie say airport na fe contractors na timi aba to so wono na from there so memiensa news am di free house folk I say the buy.
Musu miensa na be airport but
just say ebia wono wo local one no
because ebia wa kwete say in 3 months am be ndra okay
dabi
yankwe
Sergio Mamenko people Bontuka Express voici la tribu de Maquet la tribu de Maquet la zone la moi c'est ça la Koba Tutuye ou de Maquet la mont le soir des problèmes projetés monsieur Sergio o tira se ko twi mu a o se me na meye my fro e na me say fro motu aheda e wasembe me na meye my fro
na say fro ni ba ko na yi
na me se mi tu motu aheda e wasembe me na meye mi project e o pobi mai e na me se na no Saturday ma nya anye me de ko wona iza aru so e wasembe
oh no obi asem de dey if obi hu
sana buntu ko
because oh ye say bia o dia betu bia o nani atoso say that's because
I was what to cook yada e wasembe
ntutu sheda na doso de ne a say obi asem fo bi hu
I say tina wo refer we say won na eye na ifro
emfa hu
e na we say Motua Sheda, Ukweda, may Baba.
I from oh yeah. So we inviting go for. We are from so inviting go for.
We I from a fellow pa bra pa jai.
And they be at the program near day now. Also, they are date now, the you know. To go to Sheda Wahano.
Has I threw a friend pa bra pa jai. Sanu Panoka, Motuka Express. Say you them ditcha to abriye. Was say information.
We 2 years Sheda. Pensa na untu ade we Sheda. Say mfa obi aho. Asema na aka no. Ene jai kabra. Ah, mini paper na this adin buy.
Motuka Express na ka. They say we challenge French for na.
Yeah.
Hey, jira yo.
So the idea about to said that cover 10 times. 10 times grey bro. Now the banner make us in fire. Any jacka.
The project
ala Jason can. Jacka Jason. Member say bet crazy to us and Fubi. Go to us more yes and Fubi.
Say Joe.
Yeah.
Was say information di nana ya ponsa la cotophobia.
What you know? What is Kotoko? The boy.
Mentisi Kotoko. I believe in the boy. Me pacho.
What do you say?
Okay, my mom will be a monk and minty. Let me can say. But you guys Francis say. What in there? Nada. Yes. Remember that. Also to go here. That every was some bay. Some people
I'm never primary school. I never come to chair and say procrastination is a thief of time.
Yes. So I did that one. Procrastination that one. Hey, I chose. That was in that chapter. Okay.
Procrastination
is a thief of time.
Teacher them, so no, that is a I and that.
They can't see movie and phobia.
So you are from Crady. Also, I from the example. One way. Mobile we are match na mokobone mumu nko ba asem aye ken say free ya wo kan wasem we are nyina ne ba stadium
yeah
no we match ne dey
am phobia wo say
we dey public interest
money paper mu nya da mo keka no
that one ko we say that ko busa questions say be na esi adoba na nyuma na ana obi betiem BBC now no to tira no fa mo
jafara mu jiso mu miem. Who said this? Most are challenge you. Okay.
All right. What was all the Kubia says you are?
Trust story no more fact.
Okay.
Trust story.
So, what's information di nana ya onponsa?
How they big girl?
De la cotophobia, du Ghana, photo là-bas, outrication, la filaboin, la fité, l'agression, soma sauté. C'est yo, abrié si voyez fichu mou. Fiko. And then upon Sunday 50-50. C'est du cas quoi c'est quoi? Vous savez dire qu'on supporte si bien quoi faire non? Kotokophobia SEO. Kotokophobia SEO. Ça non kotokophobia.
Phobia hero.
Kotokophobia SEO. Ça non support.
Phobia CEO.
Aye. Vous savez supporte si bien quoi faire non? So be among us we has ni and we say to say support si bien quoi faire non? Kotokophobia SEO in the making. Some people know can.
And he says, no one said that I was more yes, sir. There's a critical confusion of Kotoko camp.
Who's that?
Not just some of the man of grannies or one farmer.
Say, you are some people on the
I said, at the house, much as I know.
Say, you are some people on the Kawanti. Was so if you move coffee. Ura, and I know upon Sano, a 50-50. Okay, I say,
you,
and was say, I don't cry supporters in the Bibraki soon, so I has in Tibigrasi, a friend Kotokophobia SEO. Sano Moka.
Okay, you. Yeah, that's it. Alaji. But I better basubi.
Insurrection. Maybe remember French for information. Okay.
All right. Alaji that's your pay. Enti ebesan abaso ebiem. Na ye fa commercials akra bi na fi yaba beto adwumede no eso. Yenche. Yemehwa bana ne nsam no kakra na fe yemfa de aka no enye afisam nko a Kokresin akoko amon ose togbe. We are solidly behind him to finish the Pobiman project. Shame on Tuyanom. Complete your project. Atabuachi anyway free but we are really enjoying the show at Dakurupe in the northern region. Greetings to Clement. Emmanuel Afrane, Coach One Barbering Saloon, Atonsu Station. Kiki Setien is not a right coach for Barcelona. He must be fired. Kudos to Klopp and the entire Liverpool team. Solemacho, Edway Efri, Wasa Akropon. Chaos Edwefri Ghana back Kwasu. Relations to Real Madrid for defeating Espanyol yesterday. KG Ponfor Sport Kofiase wishing the new Asante Kotoko board the best of luck. Abuaji Edwefri Akoko Amo Abuaji da Costa. We are on course to complete the Pokemon project. Phobia Masters. Abdul Dayan Di Maria Krunom. I want to be surprised. I won't be surprised if Barcelona swap Ter Stegen for Buffon. How can you allow Melo to leave? Reggie Rockstone, Babren Saloon, Atonsu Agogo, the NCC should be ahead of Asante Kotoko board. Damenya should take instructions from the board. Okay. Jeff Rasari waha, Naru Frank waha, Kofia Champon, and so waha. Jeff, I mean, chance him from free away. I don't pay. Nakopa, now also a way. It's a funny I'll call with you.
Oh, yeah, but we'll get there. Okay.
I don't pay.
Well, yeah, starting straight away from the FA Cup matches. Quick one from Manchester United. Game normally know which boy, you know. Sergio clearly, I'm say Jesse Lingard ni one more times we free football no kakra. Sergio ni omuchire Sergio. I'm say omu juba here papa. I've been about the NT and I only gonna say auto. But I must say sir, know which idea. They really played it. They came into the game knowing very well, so almost bar up against a tough opponent in Manchester United. And so the best bet is to play a defensive game. And I must say, sir, Max Ironi, Jamal Lamala, as well as Bert Goffred and Tim Kloss, until unfortunately, Oma Quenya Ama Idioni Gallo used the body and he banned Nima also a trainer on a red card, which for me it was a due red card because not preventing from a clear card goal scoring opportunity. Until that time, they were in the game. I mean, in 45th minute, for instance, Lucas Rupp, Abrantier, Harry Maguire, and blocking Lucas Rupp shot that was going to the net. Before Luke Shaw, excellent drive. In swinger, Edioni Gale once again said you are or a typical box striker. I mean, he hit the ball so well in front of two defenders, and that shows you the confidence Manchester United have in the ability. And Oshe Sagoro and Todd Canwell near a beautiful chance after Emile Buendia, a man of pass, and Oshuti, a powerful grounder. Poor goalkeeping, poor reaction from Sergio Romero, a top class goalkeeper from. At this stage and at your level, we are number 2 to the year. Yes, I can say we are trying bench at your rusty. There is only this competition and man opportunity, but even that you expect him to be saving that opportunity. Manchester United decides to many men back from Rashford to Paul Pogba and Amanda Matic, Anthony Martial, missing good and it has to take Tim Kribble to make 5 quality saves, especially Harry Maguire. That was a top class save from goalkeeper Tim Krul, very experienced goalkeeper. And at the end of the day, Abrantier, Harry Maguire then had the second goal, and that really wrapped it up for Manchester United. Difficult though, but a wonderful performance for Manchester United. Then Sergio, second game no Arsenal. Game na Sergio break a crack. Nya pena Nicola Pomini netia. Sergio Medland Nils ne cycle Arsenal chimo. Sergio Skoda Mustafi Arsenal almost problem. Sergio bonus almost bobiana serious mistakes upon mistakes. Almost Socrates back count Sergio I mean this is a calamitous back for the need to work on. Yes, Granit Xhaka, you could see. I mean, he was Joe Willock were doing very well. Bakary Saka is gradually showing or your future for Arsenal, and like I said, was doing very. Nicolas Pepe said, "You boy, on your bad. If Arsenal have a good back for a midfield, it's not bad at all. On your penalty, the way of taking penalty shows you that this is a top African player.
You can't say you're bad. Then they born the Hadri, and then the ball now Obono.
But you're born on your bad. So
I
far,
know.
the contribution.
Last week
go no share.
And yes, I'm born.
Team now in general is not doing well.
Okay.
So you don't single or non quan out. Sanga team ni yadi and maybe on yadia. Team now in general and yadia. So what should go now? Should go now? David Margaret will go now more consider for instance. Should clearly show you the problem Arsenal is having. So they say, aha, go in America. So you should go. Should go more consider for instance. So clearly, it should show you the problem. How can you consist Sergio such a goal?
How the ball my defender?
How the chair knows
that? 4 defenders.
So that is the kind of
Then
Arsenal, Danny Sibayo is a quality player. Goalkeeper Dean Henderson had a mistake. I mean, by coming on and he punished him for that. Excellent one from Arsenal. Then come the game out now be a person share because
now before some course I game now can I want to David Luiz and say after the problems we were building in our
option.
Yeah. How do you?
That's the house. Obi anyhow. Until your best Obi anyhow. Central on Sunday uniform Socrates.
Yeah.
Obi anyhow.
Wow.
Unfortunately, for
we did Socrates.
Nassim. More problems in Papa Winnie Maquana Montopless, non Hamadjin, or free ho, Bepimne, then I'll pass now.
Spend like 1 billion over maybe 3-4 seasons to build a solid.
As in Vanga free ho, Bepimne, as an idea. What tea part of the kind?
How improve
FA Cup semi-final.
Then because of how rapidly fixtures in TNT, once the coaches be match after match rotating, and that's exactly what Frank Lampard decided to do. But the rotation because once Billy Gilmore, the young Bill Gilmore, or 4 elementary mistakes in the first 20 minutes. Sir Harvey Barnes, Enya Butre, Yuri Telemans, Enya Butre. And Jimmy Vardy Nyabutra and can within the first 20 minutes before water break and can move down minimum 2 to 3 goals. And on the mouth says muko water break no now offer Bill Gilmore so we are more was tapping it because I was at the end of midfield they really control them even or your mistake he was easily losing possession to Leicester. But after that Chelsea be game look at half time was Ojambu Fuyen apparently from what Sky reported no Bissau was Chelsea Jesse no performance where below par Jesse and show this low performance and so second half that is why he was forced to make 3 quality substitutions. Ross Barkley, Matthew Kovacic
they pay off
and he says says that's the difference. The football said you they be and Asante Kotoko quality. That your football is about and it's about quality players. Ross Barkley who give you a direct, aggressive play, very creative, very physical, very strong with tenacity. What happened? Cesar, very experienced. Now, William. All William was looking for a Tammy Abraham and now Ross Barkley, Berrani into that box. And then he delivered the cross. Ross Barkley was the big John Evans to it. Bam, the ball was scored. Obehu Cesar and Faswa, you will see it in Tama Mark or Brighton across the ball into the box. Na kakla so yunchu ejira hono. O se odi Cesar de nitika krebi yibono. You anga ball no anga bebias so yunchu jira no. Or edi anga the net straight.
Okay.
That is the experience and maturity that Cesar as a captain brings when you reach James Free Mudino. But you could see first of all goal no Ankasano. He provided assist to William before the cross that led to the goal. And then after that was after Chelsea dominating midfield with N'Golo Kante, you played so well. I mean, but for Ross Barkley, say 1 year composer year, that counter attack, 1v1 with Kasper no could have
no but Michael so say Bonabanso.
Yes, 2 very top class. One Messi Mount pass now Odima Christian Pulisic. Now before Ross Barkley counter attack 1. Sure. And clearly it also shows you that look Christian Pulisic will become indispensable. Now that Moways Uba, Timo Werner 28 goals for the season. That's top performance because Lewandowski is 34 for the league. What do you say? That's just 6 goals different. He's coming because on board Champions League, no?
Yeah.
No, you're not playing their Champions League. Okay. He's coming. So he's joining your team. It's unfortunate development for RB Leipzig anyway, but that's business. He's joining the team 1st July.
Okay.
We join him with team 1st July. So if he comes and Hakim Ziyech comes, so you can imagine Christian Pulisic on the left, Hakim Ziyech on the right, and Timo Werner leading the attack. So that's really trust me, Timo Werner and how he plays. Only Augsburg 2 goals not shared him on good back.
Sure.
or you're very quick, very smart, have great movement and tenacity. At least he's proving that 1 out of 3 chances he will score 1 out of 3. So there's it, and that is very good. And I
okay.
Season
in now of the EPL, you La Liga don't crab here.
Oh, sir.
Since the title, Real Madrid. Yes.
Sir, you said no gonna be dead. And now sent to Kobe see after the match. Dressing room. Yes.
After match, be
Celta Vigo and Barcelona.
Okay.
So last week, Becato said, League no Real Madrid aji. And I'm in Chechuru. Now, Becato said matches biaka and also the Assembly matches now can back home me Celta Vigo, Atletico Madrid, Ochina, and I Assemble Villarreal away. Villarreal so far by 5 matches almost 13 points. And the league no magic. Match no. My main match in Assam na ni ko see ojam e ko here coach no world no. Na say Joe, this particular game, once again, quick sentence actually say when he's playing coaches on mobile 3 back, he has a problem. Yani Sevilla, William Lepetego did the same thing. This particular game, Oscar Garcia, the same thing. Ghana Joseph Edu, brilliant performance. I mean, he did very, very well. I was impressed and proud of his performance. I mean, only Ernesto Arojo and then Hohe Sainz did a fantastic job there. But Denis Suarez was the maestro in midfield. Barcelona, he played so well, played very, very well in the back. So you watch the first goal, for instance, Barcelona considered. And yes, so bad after Barcelona shared first goal, Lionel Messi had a free kick, and then to the Mercurian striker Luis Suarez, and but only equalizer. No, I said the defense did not exist. Hello, how can Joskulu, the Turkish international, a pass, Fyodor Smolov, say Russian? No, it was an easy tap, free range. Messi Sambre created a second goal. But you watch Suarez strike. That strike is an implosive striker's instinctive finish from Luis Suarez, from Messi. And the most annoying one is a free kick. Papa Penyumu say you 33-year-old when you World Cup Euro Champions League. 1v1 with Rafinha. And I've said this in this out 2 years running. Said Barcelona and Tom.
Allow him.
1v1, you go for a lunge tackle on the ground. Wouldn't him say it has its own complication. And said you, at this time,
this boy should have been goal.
I know little there.
Okay.
Sergio, here.
Look at it.
Then they formed the wall.
And then
Ter Stegen, I only blame him. Ter Stegen, me blame him. He said he didn't form the wall well. He was what he where the wall was. That's not where it's supposed to be. Yeah. And Frank Dero nipa wasa yaka yesima yankanza to Griezmann. Kosa dani no hunu kakra ma no say ahana mi wo aspas fafa.
Jeff boy win and can win.
Na say you only near time wasem we mu.
Jeff
only near time wasem. Oh, just a second. Only near time wasem. Niema coach no chese wa bomb pa. Suarez, how could you substitute Suarez for Griezmann? When you know how their defense were struggling to contain Suarez for Griezmann to come and do what? Ricky Pugh, who is a better passer of the ball, shown that in the 2 matches compared to Atamelo. Now they are 2 Melo aba. Who they were born in, but at least now why 70 are born with the substitution, and that is why they went and questioned him. What do you do as Suarez Kaya? I say but go and ask the coaches. Messi said, go and ask the coaches.
And this is a much consider now.
I catch out that I said, oh my G, Real Madrid G League no.
Just 2 points.
Oh, we're not here. To the extent, sir, something my dear friend will say they be with impunity. Sir Benzema, or not McGee, back here, Eddie Casemiro said, my phone microphone my way to share, and we impunity with insult.
No, but at one breath, also Ter Stegen and position we and on the free kick in the chair. Another breath.
No, I only position the wall. He didn't position the wall.
Anything the man say no. Anna.
Yeah, but
it's not considered as a goal. No.
Yeah, but Sergio,
no,
you know how the pressure started coming on us. It was when Suarez is always a type.
I said I was a coach in Nabon. Free kick, you know, goalkeeper no coach in baby.
They were leading 2-1.
Yes.
Sergio, they were leading 2-1. What am I gonna say? So you need to close the game. And I'm saying Suarez said, "Yo, defender Ben as we use Suarez Freeman and Ninja. You don't do that. Your top player that's creating problem has scored 2 goals and can score anything. Then you go and bring Obia Oba no hope.
All right.
Mr. No Hope Griezmann.
Okay. Griezmann and there were no hope.
It has always been me. I've been against transfer to Barcelona. He's not a Barcelona kind of a guy.
I see. Yamfansia na waje muntem do matches ni nya monwe.
Oh, Sergio.
Waje muntem.
Na otie matches na me kan zeba no.
Yeah.
Ye na Atletico Madrid. Oh, so tie. So you mean
6 more matches.
Oh, Sergio. Now Omudia no. Sergio Omudia na on. Omudia na kan bebre mreu.
No.
Yes, Sergio.
And then found.
Oh, Sergio. Madrid team was Sergio. They are first of all they are better team than us.
Moka say matches are akane hu.
Why?
City ne dikai.
Oh, Sergio Benfica compare them pacho. Yeah, some they different.
Chelsea game na ne hu. City ne dikai. Yeah, Chelsea
no competition. City are not motivated now to play the league.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they are not motivated for the FA Cup more.
Me say matches na kan.
Money brebre or the FA Cup.
Mo say hu ma Chelsea na City kan.
I can always true. My idea. Oh.
Yes, league na so mo devastating form no.
Oh, I know correct.
Sila no mo motivated.
Oh, FA Cup no you Chelsea.
I don't want the teams to do.
Yeah, Jerry.
Okay. Now for grass so but 6 games there.
Future front runners when near G.
Yeah. The wa uti dina. Hey.
Omani mo no. Ebeba champions.
Ekushia David Louis no.
Championship in defense.
Oh, asamo.
Ekushia David Louis no. What is it?
There will be a sharp line in your team. Enimu hono no. A Champions League set. A chire hono championship set.
But him said they only need one quality defender.
Asia City
Rudiger.
Oh yeah.
So you want to talk quality defender
back can be one mawie. Then I come from championship. Me say Asia City no munim wo wu. They no dey omo.
Me my catch was say before the game I said City and so motivated. I just don't want to downplay Chelsea achievement in recent time, but I was so emphatic that Chelsea was going to win that game.
It is never true. It is never true.
Saturday no.
It is never true.
Saturday no.
It is never true. With a young trust on the
maybe they could provide the team.
Where that you see a devastating. Where that you see a City form no. Devastating form.
But some way somehow Chelsea
Obi only motivated no or some was devastating form.
Yes, nobody can show be 5.
It is America no. It is our form no.
And America say going into the
also only motivated. And then the form you devastating.
Oh, you didn't get me. I said, ahead of the game against Chelsea,
the form
was in
devastating form.
What should be 3? What should be 5?
At the same time, also only motivated.
We when catch us all coverage and so on. Chelsea will beat them, notwithstanding their form. And I catch them say minya. And I'm saying Chelsea will find a way to beat them on the bridge. And I even went ahead to say, watch City. No more last 4 away games, no more lose 2.
I didn't know matching against Chelsea. Now I'm motivated. No other matches in the normally devastated.
No league now we are winning.
Oh, that's a commitment to us. Anyway,
give the Chelsea the credit for their side.
Okay, now you go.
Jeff were dealing deeply with the results and the details, but Barcelona, the problem what the Messi in your name now. But news are this weekend about him with Barcelona and so many Arthur Melo, Pjanic, free Juve to the extent that deal near almost a done deal. Say my medicals ni bibia utie mu pa on paper no even though it's a swap deal obia ya quoting figure near ade Juve will be paying 80 million euros for Arthur Melo, then Barca 70 million euros for Pjanic. Not as a Barca be pocket some 10 million euros. What they are not to nchen what they are not to nchen wohwe sika omodito obia player bia omodito na echireze on their books no omo be record positive because Barcelona to Arthur Melo 35 million pounds sterling and in almost omoton 80. But my problem ni look at Barcelona midfield no is an aging midfield. I'm saying currently the youngest midfielder ebi a wode Ricky Puyi eto nchaya omo bopano ubeka Frankie de Jong and then Noah Cantamelo. Clearly say Rakitic 32, Busquets 33, or the saying Arturo Vidal 33 and all that. Enti omo team basa obi anim say basa problem. Say team no key players no the AAG. Enti basa headache should be how to replace them with young guys. Then we get up and hear say akwadana oba ya na osua on say bobo ni ye no obodo ne kwa akwaje a 30-year-old man Edinefri Juventus Aba Barcelona. Juve will not have problem letting Pjanic go because uti almost statistics in BBH Juve ankasa nye so happy with the output of Pjanic in recent times. Of course, Massimiliano Allegri time no he was super, but Mauricio Sarri will be an necessary per one pivotal holding midfielder. The omo friend register no, and ye nim send we see Jorginho from Napoli to Chelsea and all that. But Uba Pjanic if he will take you over Juve now. Pjanic is struggling. Of course, statistically under Mauricio Sarri, they say Juve is playing a more beautiful football than they used to. Because last season, who share in terms of possession personal in the entire Serie A, no, not Juve also fourth, but currently they are leading with some passing accuracy of 89.9%. Meaning that the Sarri ball is taking shape, and they think that Pjanic and Kasa perform, so he should leave. And then no matter for. So for me, Juve has done a very good business by getting a younger player. But you ask yourself, say Barcelona motivation here then. Utie the commentary na nina isikasem. Barca is in shit when it comes to finances. Inti baby ka krebi umbe nyeske biano they want to do, and it's a bit unfortunate for Barcelona. So you the Real Madrid dey any Barca dey any dey clearly manager MZ nyina no yakawa has a title ne dey Barcelona do moye na nkyere a mark of team opes oje La Liga. In England, Jeff are dealing with the details of the game, but they have a corner 4 teams now make it to the semi-finals. You know? 4 teams, you know. Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Man City. 2 teams from Manchester, 2 teams from London. Now Manchester versus London. Manchester United better Manchester crew or no Chelsea at their pim so. Not Arsenal, try London.
No, all the games we played at Wembley.
Sorry. Oh, Wembley, sorry. But then we have 2 teams from Manchester and 2 teams from London playing in London. And oh, FA Cup now. Teams no munim bopano. Omuni. In fact, Arsenal is the most successful side when it comes to the FA Cup, 13 times. Second, Man United. Then Chelsea are winning 8 times. And in fact, the top 4 most successful sides in the 3 and then the defending champion, Manchester City. In fact, the last 6 FA Cup 4 teams and RGG. Into when we are the la creme of the FA Cup. To me, your face be so succulent and so inviting when it comes to this. Trust you me, Arsenal, when it comes to the FA Cup, or match so many ball. And once again, they will give City match. Or Wembley. But also on paper and Kabeka says any City Koyen na Oboka Koyen Sabe but FA Cup na me Arsenal in Bopa. He drew on the man. Me sure say he be that
place with it. Place with it.
Me say Arsenal in Bopa. FA Cup no.
It's a place with it.
You see that Man United in the lead you. No Magalo Pisa Ababi some more.
It's a place with it.
It's a place. That's a do Sheffield. Sheffield gave me. My dream say a league gamer and Sheffield wouldn't lose the game. How many Arsenal 2-1? The time I go ni buy. People will not say the Arsenal ne City kwa kotete Arsenal simple. I will not say that.
Okay.
Edruwa maybe Ibinya Brewery. But we are expecting some succulent fixture.
Okay.
Arsenal be Mama City abobi.
Chelsea, Man U, Lai Mumu. Yes sir.
Oh sir.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, yo. Yeah, that's it.
Back to back.
But league in there we see more game.
League. Premier League. So they will be a jada.
I'm Chelsea top 4.
Top 4. I didn't think game.
Slam Baba San Chelsea.
Oh, Sergio. United will make the tough one.
Make it tough for money that say City be free.
United will make the tough four.
City be free, never be him.
No, David. United will make the top.
Never find no room. Okay.
United will make the top four.
Zika Mohammed Adukrom Sawaba now at Asante Mampo. Good morning, Joe. 3 out of 3 wins after Corona. Congratulations to my Chelsea boys for that wonderful win over Leicester. Next to crashes Manchester United. Operation Lampard must win a trophy at all costs in the first season. Good morning to all the listeners. Zika Mohammed, Azumelo can't give incisive passes, always busy for nothing. He can dance with the ball for 2 minutes and lose it. His passes are always wayward and back passes. Pjanic is a good deal for us despite his age. Abebu Michael and so there Ode Abba no. Pato Landis Service Ashtown. Now that Madrid are on top of the league, I personally think it will be very difficult for my Barcelona to come back on the league table to win the league title. Pato Landis Service Ashtown. There also the brain and so no. Yeah, it was so. Salau, my message in TV. I was saying, I boarded a trotro from Abu station to Alaba on Saturday night, and to my surprise, the driver was loading his vehicle the usual way without any social distancing. Abu station, Abu station to Abu. Okay, I boarded a trotro from Abu station to Abu. On Saturday night, and to my surprise, the driver was loading his vehicle the usual way without any social distancing. Every seat picked 3 passengers each, with 2 in front. When I told him he was doing the wrong thing, he told me I can get down, and I did so. The passengers are saying that's what the Wawa drivers have been doing every night. It's clear they don't care about COVID-19. Salah Maxima.
Because we also don't care about implementation. As a nation, that's how disastrous it has become.
Yeah.
We are brutally frank. We have become careless. You see, who can say, I say, time I started COVID, I say, Brazil, Bebre, America, Mexico, one of our countries not here. And then, you are meeting in Brazil, only in They are going to ban countries somewhere worse off than them from entering their country.
Okay.
And America is their number 1 target.
Okay.
And confess, no American citizens that you infana and your pride cram on this American citizens and they say but because of COVID over 2.5 million infections.
Yeah.
There 125,000 deaths. Carelessness. Yes, and do baby who say I didn't cry any obium
and yet Nipa no kwa na ya on say any obium. The omon behwe say mraya adwuma. Oma relax. Yes.
Oma relax.
Shase so we see omo be check amanfo omo nche nose mask yi omo be check trotro for taxi for unche bia e be US form driver be you say ni nyino mo guys.
As I dem say be cut am ba several time the police for bus. About how they were enforcing. In fact,
Manipa freedom. So no anye say opa onse opa onim raso onim so one.
Baby mienu nipa comedy power one. This commercial
in the media who's a government now relaxing
and a market centers. These 2 places there and can security person every time they must be deployed there to enforce the
Oma relaxing. Cra. Is it the best
yes, I dangerous.
That's all. You ever share radins?
For America, Donald Trump can say no marks, no pay. Oh, now 17 states. Almost started second hike. No crack. Almost there. No second phase. No crack started. Numbers no cost astronomically.
Go ahead, buses are a come crew cruise because United Station. Nice crack. No pen away. They had you cry and say government buses. No, yes, I know. Government buses no me don't boom. So move barrier be or council.
Police force Nigerian barriers.
Any sports. Never who's young sponsor. Good morning, Sir Joe. I think lawyer Paul Adu Jemfi and Samuel Opokunti's led administration at Asante Kotoko is far better than the current FC Barcelona board. Please kindly let your incomparable pundits compare both administrations for me. Hashtag Bartomeu must resign. Akantara and now overseas. We need to for a commercial. Yes. The Kobaeba. Lawyer Paul Dujemfi and Samuel Opokunti led administration is far better than the current FC Barcelona board.
As much as Akantara is not being fair to Barcelona, it's also not being fair to Lawyer Dujemfi and Samuel Opokunti.
No, because it will be fair.
Particular administration or
I got a sound for Brabby. Be open one.
One. Be open one.
He's trying to also achieve
you are being mischief now. Mischief now.
I'm saying his opinion, that was the worst administration.
Where mischief now?
Minimum.
I don't know, but between my corner, but say the attention.
What I'm discussing here.
Okay. All right. You're going running with yes.
Why that particular administration or the
because to him they are the West.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in his country.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah. So no one up say Iba.
Say it's unfair for him to do that. It's unfair for him.
Mischief there for true was it. Yeah, was it
so yeah, Kawanu papa ade bro what's near driving school papa eh wo Kumasi
oh bra and you tell me
bra Kumasi Sibushi and Pami ubenya Kessben driving school anasa Bantam Methodist Kessben driving school eh wo bra na begin tie papa
yeah but local stories no so come make a translate at the local stories kakra e bre na fi mama obia sima edu na e de ahwe ensem no emu Joe, Kenya's police is enforcing the law. They will take you off from your vehicle if you're not wearing a nose mask. Okay. Kevin, Reagan, and anyway, Abre, in the Kenya's police, Yadamasipa, Banya Omunina, Nayesa, Miamia Udo Bebe, Asemrano, Oma Jim. Kenya's police, my idea. It's a fact that football people are rivals by nature, scheming to conquer each other, but they do have a mutual interest that is getting well paid for their trade. They produce to entertain and supply talent for national assignment. Over the years, they've been using Tonaton, rare players for quick sale concepts and depending largely on GFA initiated sponsorship and insignificant reducing gate income. A lot of our clubs are in debt now. Why? This model has made Ghanaian teams weak at CAF level. No wonder no Ghanaian team is in the top 30 clubs in Africa, with clubs like Highlanders, Plateau United, Recreativo do Libolo, Joliba, and Atletico Pedro Luanda, all surpassing Asante Kotoko. How can we transform Ghana's football economy? Good morning to my dad, Mr. JB Anane, Michael Abebio. Jemu awaye de aba no pay and so I don't know.
How does Highlanders and Plateau United surpass Asante Kotoko?
Wako he top 30 no.
On what criteria normally?
Messi wako he CAF. Top 30 clubs in Africa. Okay, into ranking bia ma I kase Kotoko da say has da say Ashgold da say ana ranking bia unya ranking bia.
The Champions League is about to commence, so there's normally a 5-year ranking system.
No? The last time I'm here,
before the Champions League commence. So normally before
the last time I'm here,
and before the Champions League this year. Prior to COVID, that's normally what they do.
Okay.
And then they'll bring the current.
Okay. Based on that ranking, or the list here about it.
And I'm just saying.
The young check it.
But do not be high.
Make say debut or annual. You be such a criteria bank. In a debate, rank football in Africa. Highlanders, Plateau United, Kotoko has. on what
now on what basis now no ranking on the DNA ranking no
performance in the championship
in Africa and Highlanders need Platina Monka
Premier de Agosto ni Atletico Petro de Atletico they be consistent.
Okay.
So they are saying be consistent.
Okay. All right. Obi message or the buy mpamcho. Michael, minim so obesan babium. Kwa mamra ho na me hwe local source awo ba no ba.
But general said in the has of work say po be mine land no. Wa ma sha say 2-1 amon ama say wo me da kuma local contractor KA Estate Company Limited. Ono na se Joe washa se eba be ye dwumo Steven Kofi J wana da ye dwumedi na no na general makọ akọhwe land na ayi bibia Apola Beach na ahwe ama bibia de na kwam te se de wa mo ba be hye dwumedi na se amo ba be hye dwumedi na ase na afi contractor for no develop has of work wa mo project no eno na has of work NCC PRO editudwa se sabre de se togbe di project bi aba yo omo mana mo na nyema woso yema project litimi bemu no omo hwe togbe so betima yes anyema ne nyina no ama project na pobiman omo pese omo ye no etimi abem de ama haso folk bobo eko no echina Ghana Football Association Executive Council genombe meeting na china ne be unse league no bombobo anaso mombo league no already no omo de abetu dwa dada se 30th of a year busumi ewomi and I won't take the final decision at the afa league no
na efe no omo na be take decision say ebe bo ana yembo e betima bo ana yembo ana say aban na
ano ni asem no
efe na take decision say ebe bo aban say no first contact sports we are and ebe ma offense
I think Sergio
I think if you take decision we na ban them penny what happens
Sergio I think that decision Fred made definitely I think that they will do that in consultation. I'm sure by now they have been consulting government, so they will definitely be informed by what the likely step might be or what the situation is. I informed. I don't think that they will do it in isolation.
Okay.
I think they will I'm sure I know said they are in constant touch
because your government officials are more cancel my chance in September. The minimum idea. Into young Twasonko.
But General, ye tosi de nko Liberty for so ye Lindanson, one is chief executive officer de Liberty. What is say General football run na ko isika sem. Uni sika e be difficult but intie Lindanson kakra na fe. Yeah.
In a club, you need money. We know the technical side of scouting for players, training them, getting the right coaches, getting the right trainers to get the players in shape and in the right frame of mind to play. We need the money to help us. We even need to improve our facilities. We want to beat the likes of the France and the Spain and whatnot. We don't want our good talent to move from Ghana and go to these small countries. Even we have players running away from Ghana to Togo to play. This is sad. I mean, because the football industry in Ghana is getting, sorry to say, poorer and poorer by the day because we don't have any support. Individual people have started companies. Football clubs have signed a minimum of 30 players, have hired coaches, and are paying people not less than 50 people every single month. We generate players like the Sule Muntaris, the Michael Essians, the Asamojans to go and play for the national team, to bring glory to Ghana.
The professionals, General, what they atuja. Now, what you and the Professor Lydian Cancer Committee, General, the Chief of Staff of Mesia, a power almost so many, you should move from Fakumasia Asante Kotoko, now watching a benefit and no findings, a Bekakoma, and the Chief of Staff of Mesia, and no Nishia at the home. Over the weekend, Kumasi Asante Kotoko National Circles Council, the Nomukwe meeting. Na meeting and sana, Momwa meeting, Babasono, Womidikaine past NCC no, a meeting, and far or more accounts on any committee mafaso account boom. No ma Boma Kumasi Asante Kotoko Timetum Pomueno, and son the Chief of Staff, current administration Chief of Staff, a meeting. Na some meeting, no invite. Ankobia hene mankobia hene eko meeting asibi na meeting asena January be toja sa ankobia hene chichim diaba afa nana ya wamponsan se sabre abase ma appoint no so na be si odiama kotoko no na ankobia hene si dabi ya mo appoint no na meet no ne no enyo no kwa na genu a wo mo afren for interview nkofo foforo wo mo so be from for interview na na amponsa ban interview ana ono de ne nyema opeso ye de bokotoko no ebetu dwa ana board no kati so nko within 1 month o metenenka ntenye se bo matimi appoint ne so no na ameme so dwumedie num emfa makomasi Asante Kotoko ankobia hini nchirimu am wode ma chief of staff ne NCC members no so na aye chief of staff ebusa NCC ne se na mo na mo ran Kotoko na obi eso de CEO so de Kotoko ka musu Kotoko de ne ka mu kutiaka ohona demenya edi kan pacho se nyoma na ran Kotoko nemum Kotoko yeyo munti and omo imagine say komo be settle a car Kotoko de Mr. George Amwako anunti no mushia Mr. Amwako na no kwa no Mr. Amwako shia no Mr. Amwako ni omunko modie mu no omo bon ne besia 10,000 Ghana cedis se onje na se sika no mu betua amana
obusin free
omo bon ni sika no
why na this CC no
man advance payment of 10,000.
Oh, okay. No other now the committee can different from the committee any management.
Any management. Until NCC for some man 10,000. So onji na omutie sika na omutie sika na omatie film.
Tambea.
Omunisha wakra.
Wiki
Wednesday.
Okoji scale NCC for no.
10,000.
Twaswe. Na runya serious me actually. Any abri. We're just serious, macho. You into
say, I
got 10,000 free NCC for no.
Amon says he can NCC for so mitria. Nesikano mitria no momano, a movie, say onji.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
Okay. Why? So.
Yeah, say,
Tijena, I don't know, or you should check your chief of staff. Say, Omi, sorry. So mo ayesa na nyoma na ran Kotoko nemum na Kotoko yeyo na ope e dia momo e di na omo so yesa advance payment no enso de momo e no se da bi ye nya nsa wo se board no e no se timi take decision enso e de fa Kumasi Asante Kotoko
abasa nche mi di se da manya na e ka se NCC na ready so omo be sense kan nemum omo hia the approval of the board.
Yes.
They also me interviews. I know Kofa.
Okay. Really.
So, bisa.
No. 7% you there dia answer maba.
Bisa jangu 2 questions kakra za no so ya.
Oh, yeah. What are you using now?
Say week they say no.
As I jangu Ejayengo.
We are baby sa nchiribu jangu to ya di trafre bukuto.
Okay.
Di trafre bukuto.
Yes, that it ga.
Ai.
We were on house Sunday. Come on. You go. Share me.
It is genuine. You could be more meeting us no. And no much churches say no crano. Omo plans omo nyina no. Wo mo twense board no e de nhihye beba. Na for mo so timi support e wo me so register supporters no come betima faso na register supporters no nyina no e na NCC ni busa Kofi Bedu say senka say Lydian cancer report in ba nti de no mo appointed board and na wo chirim say since 1993 board members of mo Kotoko register department mo adi na wo and and nam so mo say ni menimi answer Lydian cancer committee ni be de mo find this baba bontero so ntimi appointed board members no mu di ntimi ko ho ansa kra no wo mu dwumedie no kra no enso timi abana wieye and na nam so mo mutimi appointed they say what are 2 NCC nim so mo twentwen so popem tema Lydian cancer report ni beba wo mo sa so bisa sa denti na mo Kotoko NCC no mo ni rep enso our board ni so wo se mo ntwen Lydian cancer report ni ba wo mudi ho hihye no enso bewo Lydian cancer report no ti se de mo mpre mo ewo issues no mo wo mo nya abotre de no be ka se sikaba Ghana Football Association no sa ya be kesika from FIFA na de atinis yatini say some of the clubs a lobby abai ni say league mo mi embo ama GF na ti so ma league no mayembo because omo se nyema ye be put in place ama ya ball league no omo ni bi nti ebeya aban ni hye GF ni say omo ntwa league
no kwa me se ma kasa wi pe ne mu se league ni emma so nti mu ka
nti jema kakaka e kwa no nti ejankuto
all right first this waji din no atum Africa Football / Soccer Club Ranking, one of the renowned football sites, football database and it is our ranking now. Michael Abebu Eddie Ebayano. But later, Yebe can also want some on the renowned football site, Africa Football Database, and on this our ranking by Africa Football Soccer ranking 1 to 34. Kotokotoso 32. Na Yakoba and Wasam. You very feeling in Ansana. Nina can't but I say, there can my mind. The local source number 7 minutes. Yeah, I would have some they say Monday about 5 and 5.
Okay, Eddie Carino, KA States now has a company for hand over projects in their home. Which is said the CEO now and I said, when you know that KA States, no, and I know can't say week, you know, say 93 days of wonders, so better for me 1 day, 93 days. And then we be on my side, we suffer postponement, a defer project starts. Tom was football related, and not to know history of projects now at the lady. In Timani mechanics MP, SIC, you then transfer some pressure onto the board or how to pay for them. They make you go to myself. What are they also you? What you can't catch us saying 93 days from one boom. Then time I saw Saturday and then already you are finding an excuse to defer.
Did he say that?
Say 93 days.
Yes. Or perform 1 day.
Yes.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, me, I read it myself.
Oh, okay.
When you, I think catch you. But 93 days. Some can.
Wow.
So I'm saying, say, now if you do that, the supporters will be expectant, highly expectant. And they say, I did delay. They will forget about you and put pressure on the heart paying for the board. Sometimes I say we are how do I put it? Modest in some of these promises. Say me, so between 93 days to make 5 months. This is all we ahead of schedule now because we have more pressure. We have more pressure. The very fact said the project will even start. I think that it represents an achievement on behalf of the board, and that it represents something significant for the supporters of Hearts of Folk and football. Because they be how many years need project is starting part. You are representing some achievement. Why do you put yourself in that corner and say I'll perform 1 day in 93 days?
Yes, quite of us winning award. No, so impressive.
And I'm just to be modest, because it's circumspect in all these things. Now, we wait 3 months, back as a 5 months. We wait 3 months. What's make us a 5 months? Name of my name say the same to me. We are the name fans Ben Awunji.
No, they call winning award.
We say fans Ben Awunji.
Or the same promise in the winners award.
Yo, Ghana the award. It's a make us a
okay.
Government project in Puru to make. Yeah, but it government project that said it's carried down. Only said bam, naba. Every cry one funded. And you to look at timelines. So what in my timeline now? A pound by year. And yet, all right. Just only to was it because we witnesses to the normal will be pre was as we so. Who is that question? So important. Some said no, you met with Mr. You know, you want to demonstrate the love as supporters of Asante Kotoko. So, we have say negative stories around the club. Until we invite the former CEO and say club led in the car until you trying to resolve it. We said it publicly, and I think that Frank Naro sent a voice now, maybe T voice now. Say, the other friend is also with Tien and Numasem, Mutim Samakon Numasem, 10 years, Mutim Samakon Numasem. Now, if you know, who come first, no, but can you know, they say the almost track on my board. A board now is a board, little more the approval. First of all, because there must be justification. The first thing is I'm going to have more than 5 months, and say something about club in the 5 months. They could be other in the normal. Oh, the channel. Until they are writing to the board to now, first of all, certifies our debt now, and number 2, give them the approval to effect payment. Now, let an board, my board, I reply to do this advance and normal. You understand? So,
I'm the dream passionate. Yes, I know.
I dream that's one thing I've seen about the supporters of Asante Kotoko. But sometimes, no, in a bit of a papa, no one share, Juna and the baby, and so anytime people will start reading meaning. Okay, earlier partner. Tamasika say be by on player no call, Tunisia no. Esperance.
Okay, come continue.
Do you remember the same
supporters?
Said the supporters are prepared to meet you. Do you own the few by? Say or no person or G Dr. Che
And William.
And eventually the position.
Okay.
He had to come out to, clarify that. So okay.
Yeah.
No, it could be wasted, but in a bit to sober, you should do that in consultation with man. No, yeah. So what?
Yeah.
Do you know the first person, in my opinion, is Nkomofre? It should have been Dr. Che. I get what I'm saying. Me, in my opinion, I think that this should have been you should have consulted Dr. Che first to find out. I say no matter from Winston, how true is it? In the past, you are armed. And my side, Dr. Che tips a walk with Shiano cry. Not dream, I say, what Shiano, Ajumoniso. Oh, friend me beside me. In terms of okay, we have a friend, Mr. Makoso Bisano.
No, we say, wait a minute, Bashi, Damenia, the style, no, they say, on your supporters now, Bia, or obey supporters in Penia, they be opposite,
or action man,
can't be so, or boy manager,
or action man.
Oh, was that not it?
Yes, I know, or action man, and I think that
before so, baby, crowd, no, cover house of boy, as it told you, by Kotoko share has be come on 500 million.
Okay,
or see, yes. Bacho, Ali wa Canada.
No, just a sort of 500 million Kotoko. But all Kojaba Kwano Corona so far, so some and it's a fact. Yes, it's a fact.
Okay, on one soon as Nabila, Ebetono, into a sad type.
But I'm saying, in all these things, I saw not good advice.
Okay.
Oh no, okay. Or good plans to able to do leadership. Until okay, no for advisor from now, the person is easy. A company
move via near China noisy money.
I'm saying,
I don't know why.
Advisors
move via near China this morning.
And I think that Mbuano, as I had a babu.
Okay.
Found the so deeper. Let it be a joy, Papa Bia. Look for that Danabonia. And they overthrow baby suffering. Okay. Some say, so advisor, somebody on in the bed drinking sound, man will say, this is what I want to do. If you serve for PR purposes, oh no, for public relations and for good governance, no. A quaben a fast ya, a babwa, negative. Are you trying to get not a timabwa? I'm saying, probably if I spoken to the board chairman before meeting with Samuakwa, probably there's no issue.
Okay.
So no, then the board chairman will be so clear. Say deed or one of my that or be some mama church and side into a friend Samakuso beside chair, I'm on the side. There's no issue.
All right. Take back or time.
Okay. Board representative on the NCC representative on the board. So the
NCC there has an Kotoko.
No, Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
On that. I don't know mandate no my board, but I think that in situations, for example, GFA you started in Elisawu, but CAF statute it's in my car in the bedroom. CAF statute do you talk about the CAF escovia CAF statute, actually say the executive council can co-opt members onto it.
Okay.
What I say.
Okay.
With for your friend is saying words in you choose words in you with full benefit of ESCO member, but some of them right in the limited.
How many voting rights?
Right limited. But in terms of meeting allowance, I will be no one invite him or her, the same to no moko. Into the CAF ESCO, and I think FIFA started to do so. I think there's provision like that in it. So we call two members into it. So I don't know the mandate now at the current board whether they have the mandate to go up members. Onto the border. Then I think that they should look at a representation from the supporters front to sit on the board. And maybe in this case, and they say CEO Angel Nomukoya. Then I think that if the CEO even co-opted onto the board, I think it would serve some good purpose.
Okay.
So what is the
co-opted? I just say on Kahu originally, but more Fanako. Okay. All right.
The original.
Okay. So good morning. No matter the good intentions of Damenya, it's my considered view that he is running ahead of himself. We are in modern times. It is not everything we do with wealth, might, or mere good intentions. The Kotoko supporters, as it stands now, are mere supporters with no locus in the official running of the club. I advised him when he took over the supporters group to take his time to register all supporters, get a database, and use it to lobby and negotiate for proper recognition in the affairs of the club before he thinks of committing himself and the supporters financially to the club. Sir, your time is limited, but I will appreciate if you dedicated a day for discussions on how to run modern day supporters group. Jeffrey Asari will have a lot to contribute to that discussion. Good morning, Lawyer Victor Kusi. Lawyer, good morning. Maybe I will be Jeff.
Assembly. I'm a guy OSI.
Yeah. 6 minutes.
Zajo, I think that, look, first of all, I am those people who have advocated, sir, circles or chapters leaders should have leaders are financially sound. And Nuntina, the Kaiser Oranunufio, he was the head of them Barclays, head of risk. Now he was trying to contest for the Kotoko position, and there were issues, and I spoke against that because I believe that baby causes here, supporters front, they be a problem. We are not and because of that, and you book is every board management background. You can't grab zone no contribute apart from bus stadium. So if you have somebody like this, it's good. Nemum say yo, a corner out domino, you share your structure. So, like Fred Kayano, you are the National Circus Council chairman. Bibiaba, I have said that the way Jojamaku issue about from Onwa and from the end of was wrong. I didn't handle it well. We a good club no for any public domain. Secondly, who are good intention, but good intention is not enough. The club is not yours. The club has board. And so good intention after Yakachiro, after Jojamaku, the next thing to do is that on behalf of Kotoko, you must be ordered to do so. And TSO making sure say now there's no chief executive, so the board chairman, and the board chairman is Kwamechi. And TSO making sure say onina konya kita so asem na abeto na so and opeso no krum senebeya o kan no krum no we na so anamo so peso to ni ono as a board chairman. How does he see it? So you think I can say one you see say good intentions are one step. How are some intentional promoting another step? Because don't forget that you're gonna be biano and will come about it. But making sure say the structures that are in the club now we are paying say a year you follow. No matter what somebody says, you would have then adhered to the laid down structures before actually we went to be biano said you clearly now bia atiwasina afano say akumapa. And then also opeso to sana mononzwa, it should not be in the public domain already for discussion. Adiana unyanye krana ewo abontina that you got to say and I'm opeso to ngano e basana. The question will be genuinely, are you seeking personal glorification? And now say no genuinely. So Ono Ankasa should watch his actions, any communications and discussions on Niema and an amopeso to Abasani Kotoko. It's very, very important that he learned from that. On the issue, the next issue I make also here, the chief of staff, Ekache and Kobia Enek. Jones the last week I said this thing here. And for me, the most important thing is that the chief of staff has also observed that there's too much information out there from whatever discussion that goes on there, but which is wrong. So it's something that someone very careful about. And then you're very discreet about what they discuss here and who they discuss it with. Senebeya, because the idea man share actually about Kotoko is those things, especially Niema is sensitive enyam babontin, Niema nyese babontin for now, and rebel some babontin. Then it's like I now professor Lian Cancer report finna be presented. Then as we speak here, it's out, the content is out for discussion. You know those are the things that man share.
Yeah.
As we speak now, nobody knows the content of that.
Okay.
Sergio, how have they been able to work so discreetly? And so last, me can't say, take note again. How have they been able to work so discreetly to the extent, sir? Sergio, this is their 8th week.
Yeah.
On my year, Juma Bedun Pempensowi, that whatever is in there, it is difficult for anybody to know what is in there. 3 member. How do I say? 3 member. They've worked on more volume of information.
Yeah.
Oma working on. Invited so many people, including some of us, who appeared before them.
And so beard who are Wakohonma, what Pierre Bontia become one word.
You were here when I was going.
Yes, Minusa Wako.
Me call a Bessie nearby,
me. No, yeah, attend by Ufio. Sano be a coho baby as well. Today and Tina and the other is a board and dentist. Now, Omo Wakra and Dabonti.
Yes, so for me,
almost all
now said you, me bomb said this week of the band Temtema, the board will be giving a copy and for them to study, and especially the recommendation aspect, so that quickly no board no benya near Bema omutumia ombetimia 2 and more abwa club no temtem, because even though you're born, decisions must be taken to put the club in a very good stead. And they say this week eba acha latest by next week presented up in so at least after 2 weeks, latest by 2 weeks, he would have then studied, and then the board will be giving a copy. Now, so you quickly almost started working on the visions that they have for the club, because they are now waiting for the blueprint for them to download.
That's one is about 1.5 minutes more.
1.5 more minutes, no, a year. Near Kobe Jones,
Kobe Jones,
National Chapters Committee,
Hearts of Folk, PRO, okay.
On Togby, Bar Vision now, Bazo has a team as a meaning count. The challenge the NCC is having from there, just have to do that. Well, Onona, war or team vision, I say. Now, when somebody speaks like that, it means that club supporters, Nankasano, Jumedeke, CNN, Namwa Panbezo to know, Omangasano, really, they are not in tandem with it. So you know, there's a big problem. It means that even way at the national chapters level, and I was proud to that because the Greater Accra chapters chairman no be kasa no baby I mean na nyadwe baby o kasa ti atog bi no.
Okay.
But o hwe ni ye pa concern no dodo ana say between only supporters no yes. As you say niamo peso ye nyina no say wanya botena support or look all the regional chapters should be involved in making sure say you omatis animasi no more country more rank and file at the various regions. Some brief you to see a role playing supporters in making sure say project vision of the man becomes successful. Supporters is so omun kan no mo role as some player that you vision in no and yes successful.
Okay.
So a source started say bringing the supporters to become part of.
Ghana Football Association is coming out after tomorrow's meeting to announce the cancellation of the 2019-2020 season. Like I said, it's good news for Kumasi King Faisal. Sani, good morning. Franco Naro.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Mamincha, me baba kwa OTM from Austria. About Australis no Kwame Ofori, former player about Abuja Football Academy. Kwame, good morning. So you near chief of staff share supporters and somewhere beto biano. Say Obeka about 2 months ago number really was since 1993 register Asante Kotoko as a limited liability company. Emo nipa 9 omudi as board of directors no. And sisada omwadi ne ho no Malaji Bala, Paul Edujemfi, Dr. Kankam, and then to 4 Ando nipa 9 na mo register as board of directors and board abenyina no the change never took place nti enra ura kofi bedu editor supporters na nim say senti omote board no na pressure na and besides that since then no now they have not updated or more information or register general's department. I'm happy that one was revealed. Saturday or Friday metra ha kan say meet na ura da menyanom ekwa akohia George Amakono madwem say hu hia. And I think that once again chief of staff asay twanama to so because say supporters would want to help, they have the zeal and probably the resources to help, but upese wo ye bibia ade na wo ye no hia na kwan a wo fa so aye no nso so hia. And na do baby kura na I ask myself say all this investment no adenti eno mo mfanya ade a ubetime hu say bia the supporters aye enie George Amakudi clearly a purely managerial issue, purely transitional issue. One administration is giving way to a new administration, so it's an ongoing process. A bit more Basel lapses along the line. It is still an ongoing process. I saw Mujaima board no a handle. For example, almost say Asante Kotoko officials, players, any other Akwakoda Knox Hotel, Sika 70,000. Because it is possible so itemized bill no. Maybe there are some bills a certain individuals na say umutua. Enti e basa obom say atenase no yesim konye so ne yensen ke etua wo ka say but these items they are supposed to be paid by you. For example, ebi abeda wo say emfa aduane we mrew ana yenye we mrew ne edi nyina aka bill no. Enti so omuto omubo na kotokofo ne George Sinkonye hu sa mpa e ka say ne yede o kase ne o yetiti free months kase ne de ma. Besides that, omo ko shia George Amoko akaden waboni nkura akire wo mo ana waka ne hawa akire wo mo ana. George Amoko is supposed to report to the board and then supposed to get his money from them. Enti Mr. Damenyano umpanyimfo mo dream pa na wo mutim na hu hia pa, but how you go about it is equally important. For me, that meeting with Mr. George Amako was simply unnecessary. But some of the house of folk also be now so Kobe Jones' statement no Jeff Ewrem but I'm person say bium kakra. You see, house of folk chita for ni nyinada. Omoka samafo any Kobe Jones Mfojo. Na so make a statement say Tobe any name vision and onim de oya. As it train nyina say Omo NCC and I say National Chapters Council no, they've not been explained to what is going on. And Matra can say near Toba Fede and then the board nyina no omo ye the ama supporters. I understand it has business connotations. Okwa on paper say you in this country, nothing in this country, I repeat, and I properly structured on paper. A board of directors. As a honum, your board chairman who is the majority shareholder, your own vice, your supporters chairman part of the board, who free on my work on management, Alfred more heady, and you have the communication outfit. Everything looks so corporate on paper. But realistically, it is important that supporters are updated as to say the near Pessie, Empobia baby free secret, ye free baby, any near everyone.
And Russell. Too bad the Besia na yapege my breaking news aba nemom ene 9924 924 oh 924 eni ninua odinachi enya sam keto kwame tufo na tie friend no Black Moses.
Oh yeah.
So Black Moses a free muna. Oh yes.
Yeah, Black Moses was sound engineer.
Sure. America no atna na obanoko ofrimu anche na ninu apani na natufo so frim nti misremo a ene na 1 week no omienu nyina de Black Moses kwam tufo na ninu 9924 na natufo 1 week ne baso ewo manhia ayembobo ano nti adofo yesremo a onfo biabia fenani enkyere manhia ayembobo ano ayembobo ano a manhia palace ayembobo ano a na ekoso yankona yankobo ama bibia enye kama bamcho yemfa na natufo nyum no emfa mpege mu de ba sisia no na yemfa njeje ali baba dan kambari tata edamu nyina asi